Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and greetings, AliShanMao here. Welcome back to more RC video reviews, in particular RC plane reviews, and in more particular FPV plane reviews. When I started my long-range FPV career, Skywalker was the best plane and it still is. I would say the Skywalker was and still is one of the legendary RC planes for long-range FPV flights. I have flown many planes, but that plane was the one who got me started in long-range FPV. And I loved it, and I still miss it. I do miss it. So my love to the Skywalker brought me the newest Skywalker Mini Plus. This is the same Skywalker but in a smaller size and with a different material. So this is a Skywalker Mini Plus, not designed for long-range flights but the mid-range flights. So I could do 1 or 2 kilometer FPV just fine with this. Let me bring the camera closer, give you a closer looky at this plane. I did not set an FPV system on it. I do have my GoPro session, which I plan to put on this plane after the maiden flight testing and shoot some line of sight flight onboard footage. And after that, I will prepare this plane with a mini, maybe compact little autopilot, and we will do some medium range FPV flights on this one. So let's get close to this plane, but before that, do remember to hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon so you stay updated for all the upcoming uploads. Alright, here's the Skywalker Mini Plus. I got it PNP, that means it came with the motor, ESC, propeller and servos already installed. Now the servos were installed and centered. Imagine that, they were installed and centered. So setting this plane up was really easy, and assembly was simply a breeze. Very little glue work required. Still, you can take off this whole main wing, okay, by taking off this top cover shell kind of thingy. There's plenty of space for you to install an 11.1 volt up to 3000 milliamp battery. Unfortunately, the ESC installed works on 3S battery maximum only. Later I might change it to 4S and fly it with 4S 2200 milliamp or 1800 milliamp. So for now I have a Futaba receiver and Futaba radio setup, so I'm just gonna do line of sight flights, not long range. Now here, if you look at 2 screws are here, you just remove them and you can pull the wing out. And similarly, the T-tail at the back, you have 2 screws, you can remove them and you can pull the T-tail out, and you can pack the plane in a very small space, or you can carry it in a smaller space as well. There is no dragger wheel back there. I might install one after 3D designing and 3D printing. There is a nice and tough landing gear, which I like it because I could take off or land easily while still having my FPV goggles on my face. Alright, the motor here is 2205 1850 kV motor, which does a good job with a 6x 4.5 propeller. Now, in the previous Skywalker, the big one, the T-tail used to move a lot because of the long size of the fuselage and being soft, but I don't see that tendency here on this T-tail. Before, on the previous Skywalker, we had to add reinforcement for the T-tail, but this one does not seem to need that. Let's fly it, let's see how it flies, how smooth it is, how good it is, and if it can do some aerobatics or not. And after that, I will install a camera, get some onboard footage, and after that, of course, will be the time to fly FPV on this plane. And right now I didn't set any trims, nothing. My pre-flight check shows things are okay. So let's hope I will not crash this little baby. Here we go. Okay, nice takeoff. I need to set trims, hold on. First let me see how it's behaving. And a little bit of roll trim. a little bit of elevator trim needed. Much better. More elevator and roll trims. Now it's much better. CG seems to be fine. And honestly speaking, it's basically keeping up with the Skywalker smooth and nice flight tradition. Look how well it's handling. Middle throttle only. It was tail heavy with a 2600 milliamp 3S battery, so I had to put another 1500 milliamp in there just to balance the CG. And basically that also shows that it can carry a GoPro session very easily with an FPV system. Having a rudder is a blessing. I can make nice and smooth turns. Without any stabilization system, this thing is flying absolutely stable and beautiful. You are watching it. So I can only expect beautiful and smooth FPV flights on this. Very abnormal sound on a full throttle. It has something to do with the prop wash, I believe. Prop wash on the fuselage and on the T-tail, which is pretty close. Previously on a bigger Skywalker, T-tail was pretty far actually, and I didn't have this, but I can now on a full throttle I can feel the prop air blow on the T-tail right there. Throttle response is amazing. Nice, man. Woo-hoo! Look at the climb rate. And aerobatics, baby. So we are looking forward to FPV aerobatics even. Did you break my plane, Arish?
No.
Or was that Hadi?
No.
Damage report, soldier. Oh, umbrella fell down. So, who left the seat? Whose bum came off the umbrella seat? The sweet throttle response, and look at the flight performance, the agility, the speed, the control on this plane, man. It's just simply amazing. I wouldn't dare pulling these kind of fast and agile turn on a bigger Skywalker. But this one, definitely, man, it's a step ahead on flight performance from the previous Skywalker. All right, I'm gonna climb up and cut down the throttle completely to see how it glides. Zero throttle. Nice, man. Very, very nice. The gliding performance is superb. Check this out, how smooth is it still handling it. Look at that. Woohoo! Awesome, man. I'm gonna save battery for one little climb and land with a GoPro session on it. So let's land the baby now. Okay, I missed my window. Hold on, let's make another approach. This time I will cut down the throttle to 0. Beautiful touchdown. Alright, we don't have a dragger wheel, so somebody have to go and pick it up. Hadi, Arish,
Yes, sir.
remember to keep hands away from propeller. It's still on, okay? Good boy. Good soldier. Come on. Alright, our camera is ready. Now I'm not sure how to use GoPro session. So, hand launch or
Can I do it?
ground launch? Yeah, turn it on. Do it. Here we go. GoPro session is going for a ride. Oh man, it's actually lighter now. Feels lighter and feels even better. Come on, you know what to do. Hit that like button. It's right there. I know you can do it. Oh, while you're at it, also hit the subscribe button. Right there. Come on, don't be shy. Just hit it. Thank you very much for all your support towards my work, that I post regular and fresh content on my channel just for you. Hit that like button right there.